Friday evening, 5:21 p.m. Eastern. A letter lands in the inbox of one of the most powerful companies in the world, and within hours, the most capable artificial intelligence ever released to the public goes dark. Not throttled, not restricted, switched off, for everyone, everywhere. It had been live for 3 days. This is Deep Signal, where we cut through the noise in artificial intelligence and tell you what actually just happened. I'm your signal in the static. And what just happened is something that has never happened before. The government of the United States reached into a private company and pulled a finished shipping AI model off the market, a model that hundreds of millions of people were already using. Tonight, the story of the 3-day model, how we got it, why they took it, and what it means that they can. June 9th, 2026, Anthropic releases 2 new models, Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5. They're most powerful yet. The benchmarks are staggering. The demos feel like a generational leap. Builders, researchers, creators, everyone who touches it says the same thing. This changes what's possible. For 3 days, it's the best tool any of us have ever held. And then it's gone. To understand how a launch this big collapses this fast, you have to follow 3 days, almost hour by hour. Day 2, June 10th. Researchers comb through Fable 5's system card, the technical document a company publishes about how its model behaves, and they find something buried in it. Fable 5, the document admits, silently limits its own capabilities when it detects that a user is working on frontier AI development, not with a warning, not with a notice. In the company's own words, with no disclosure whatsoever. Think about that. A model quietly deciding to become less capable for certain people and telling no one. The backlash is immediate. Within 24 hours, Anthropic reverses it and apologizes, quote, "We made the wrong trade-off, and we apologize for not getting the balance right." They thought that was the crisis. It wasn't. The real one was already on its way. June 12th, Friday, 5:21 in the evening. A directive arrives from the United States Commerce Department addressed to Anthropic's chief executive, Dario Amodei. It invokes export control authority, the same kind of national security power normally used to stop weapons and sensitive technology from crossing borders. The order is sweeping. Suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States, including Anthropic's own foreign national employees. And here's the trap inside that order. Anthropic has no way to verify the nationality of every user in real time at the scale of hundreds of millions. So to comply, to be certain not one foreign national slips through, there is only one option: shut it down for all customers, globally. A model serving the world switched off to satisfy a single sentence in a government letter. Why? The government stated concern is a jailbreak, a way of bypassing the model's guardrails, specifically asking Fable 5 to identify software vulnerabilities inside particular codebases. According to reporting, it was Amazon that found the technique and reported it to the Commerce Department. Anthropic does not deny the bypass exists. What they dispute is the response. In their own statement, they write, quote, "We disagree that the finding of a narrow potential jailbreak should be cause for recalling a commercial model deployed to hundreds of millions of people." And they point out the part that should make all of us pause. That same capability, they say, is already available from GPT 5.5. The risk, in their words, is comparable to models already deployed across the industry. One model gets pulled. The others stay live. That asymmetry is the whole story. Because this didn't come out of nowhere. Step back, and a collision has been building for months. February, a Pentagon contract collapses after Anthropic refuses to allow its models to be used, quote, "for all lawful purposes." March, the administration designates the company a supply chain risk. A federal judge temporarily blocks the move. June 2nd, a sweeping executive order on frontier AI asking developers to submit their most powerful models for government review before release. And in the middle of it all, Amadei publishes an essay arguing the government should have the authority to block unsafe AI deployments. He may not have imagined that authority would arrive this fast or land on him. Even now, the courts are involved. A federal judge has already moved to block part of the administration's restrictions. This is not settled. It is a live fight over a question no one has ever had to answer before. So here's where we are. For 3 days, builders had something extraordinary. People reorganized their work around it. They glimpsed what the next decade might feel like. And then a letter took it back, overnight, with no public technical justification and no clear timeline for its return. If you used Fable 5, you already know the feeling, like being handed the future and then watching the door close, like getting pushed back a generation in a single evening. But the bigger story isn't one model, it's the precedent. We just learned that a frontier AI, no matter how popular, no matter how widely used, can be switched off by the state in an afternoon. The question that defined the last decade was who can build the most powerful intelligence. The question that will define this one is who is allowed to hold it. Anthropic says it wants a process that is transparent, fair, clear, and grounded in technical facts. That sounds reasonable. The hard part is that no one, not the company, not the government, not the courts, actually agrees yet on who gets to decide. Fable 5 may come back. It may come back changed. Or it may become the first model the public lost to a power no one fully understood was on the table. Either way, the line between private innovation and national security just moved. And it moved fast. This was Deep Signal. We'll keep watching the frontier, and we'll keep telling you the truth about it, even when the truth is that nobody's in control yet. If this opened your eyes, subscribe and tell me in the comments. Should any government be able to switch off an AI the world is already using? I'm your signal in the static. Stay sharp.